welcome to the West Texas town of El Paso, the Sun City, today at the historic Sun Bowl as a couple of squads come in trying to finish their season as champions of the Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl. There's nothing quite like wrapping up a regular season with a bowl victory. It just leaves a good taste in your mouth going into the offseason. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Central Michigan Chippewas, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Virginia Tech Hokies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Central Michigan's offense will get the first swing of the game. A lot of times you run into these types of matchups, high-powered offense, big-time team against an opponent that's likely overmatched. So how do they keep this thing from getting ugly?
Well, everyone's going to have to elevate their level of play here defensively to have any chance in this one. And I'll tell you the hard part about stopping this offense, David, it's what Chip Kelly used to always say. It's a nameless, faceless opponent. They don't care who you are. They don't care what your record is. This offense comes out, and they are trying to embarrass you.
Well, the good thing is for this defense, it's been talked about all week, right? Like, you're not good enough. This is a high-powered offense. Like, the players' attention are fully caught, right? They know exactly what they're going against. Let's see if some emotion and adrenaline can really play a factor, and they play better than they have all year.
That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. Guys, let's chat about Central Michigan. For programs at this level, they are regularly fighting off the big school for diamonds in the rough, but it looks as if they won this battle with a commitment from a 3-star receiver, Jesse.
He just thought he had better opportunity.
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
And that's exactly what this defense wanted to do coming into this game. They wanted to set up 3rd down so that they could let their pass rush take over. They feel they've got a shot to be really successful if they can force the opponent to live in 3rd and obvious passing situations. And that time, on the first 3rd down of the game, they take advantage and get the sack.
So Virginia Tech's offense will get the ball for the first time. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them.
Breaks into the open. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with the first down at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. Nice increase at the 20. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down. The Hokies look to do some damage in the red zone. They'll ride the hot hand. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. And the Hokies have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They go to the ground. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Plows through the defense. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Out of the gun, the inside give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
The Chippewas have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
You see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Oh, he's got some space. And eventually taken down. What about that spin move? Gives him the first down yardage. And the Chippewas are flying down the field. Rides the back on the option to give.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, the ground game. Got room at the 35. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
Back to pass on 2nd down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Just drives it between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. On the run, it's Smothers. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Catch in the middle, it's Fox. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Many times the Hokies have had a dynamic threat running the ball at quarterback, but you got to be efficient like this in the passing game.
No doubt, and you've got to have some balance on offense. You've got to be able to make those plays down the field in the passing game to make you honor it, get some guys out of the box so it's not just running quarterback all the time.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Nolan. Snagged in the middle, it's Smothers. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. The Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. There he goes! They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. And the Hokies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Trying to seal the edge on the right. He is going nowhere. Stopper at the line of scrimmage. Pass play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Adams. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. The Hokies are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Grab near the marker. It's Copeland. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Looking for a crease. It's Overton. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Virginia Tech is on top. We've put 1 in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They send the tight end in motion. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Defense going all in to stop the run. Barrels ahead. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. 3rd and goal where defensive coordinators have to make a stand. Grabbed in the middle, it's Fox. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the... Sneaks it into the end zone.
Make no mistake about it. Bring in the beef, right? Bring in all the extra offensive linemen, the tight end. You know what we're going to do. We're going to line up, and we are going to smash 4th and goal situation. They are successful playing a little bully ball with the big boys up front.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Several defenders there to get him on the ground. He's up to 73 yards on the ground so far, and he is closing in on that 1,200-yard mark for the season. The Chippewas come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. To the ground to try to move the chains. Turning it on. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Power football with the run. He has the first and still on his feet. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. The run from the shotgun. Heading to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And the extra point was good. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, and how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Back to throw, it's Nolan. Makes the grab, it's Copeland. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense is doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. He wants to change this route. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Brings it to the open. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many 1st downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Looking downfield on 1st down. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Oh, what a cut! Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. after getting knocked back to open this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Now the toss. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but using that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that round.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And the Chippewas send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
The give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Fundamental football with the Hokies. We talk about special teams, but the running game has always been part of their DNA.
And when you continue to find guys at the running back spot like David Wilson, and those guys that you can feature, you can give them the ball, establish that physicality, establish that playmaking, it gets everything rolling for this offense.
And the Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Caught over the middle. It smothers. And the completion gives them a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed. And if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies, because you have got to stop this offense just marching down the field.
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Headed to the end zone. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. The Hokies trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Dropping back, it's Nolan. Fires into the end zone. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Hokies. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Rushes on him. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The Chippewas line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Throws for the tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Under fire. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can improve. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Ready to fire from the pistol. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Gives it on the option. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. The give on the option. Spins away from the defense. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quick strike complete. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key. Offense gets set for second down. They'll leave it with him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Chippewas in the hurry-up. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Going for it all. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He'll try to take it back. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to pass. It's Nolan. Complete. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Smothers. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Finds his tight end. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Reese, very few venues provide a better stage than Sun Bowl Stadium as we bring you this first half update of the Sun Bowl from El Paso. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see two offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the second half of the Sun Bowl.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Chippewas will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They more than got the job done in the first half. Now the job in a bowl game, don't get distracted and finish the deal here in the second half.
I mean, love the way they came out. They had all that time off, didn't look rusty at all, came out with the foot on the accelerator, looked really, really good. Palmer, you just more of the same here in the second half.
I agree, and if you're on that sideline right now, now's not the time to be thinking about the off-season, your strength program, what classes you're taking in the spring. You need to focus on finishing this game and punctuating this season.
To the air, it's Nolan. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Wiggins. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Oh, and he missed it. No good. Missed the field goal, but still up by 3 touchdowns and 21 points.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal, miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Going to swing it on second down. He'll off one deep down the left side. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
Thank you very much. That's what the quarterback's thinking on that last play. I think he was even shocked that his receiver was that wide open downfield. He'll take it.
A first down run in the red zone. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He works his way ever closer, all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And on offense, you know this is 4-down territory. You have to come away with a touchdown. You're getting boat raced in this game right now, and you're going to have to make this possession count.
Yeah, definitely because of the slow start, now putting yourself behind the 8 ball. I think this offense is going to have to be aggressive the rest of the game.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Chips.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And with the extra point, they're now down 31-17. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 after the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Grab near the sticks. It's James. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. They'll give it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. It's Nolan. Looking to scramble. Quarterback gets enough. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down. And he slides in safely. And the Hokies are marching down the field. Leaves it with the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got a man. It's Wiggins. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lost one deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Hokies will send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Sets up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. And the Chippewas can really attack on this 2nd and short. Look out, he's got room. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And they say a quarterback's best friend is a good run game and a good running back. I think he agrees. Over 150 yards on the day. I don't even think I need a quarterback the way he's been running the football all game long.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
They'll send the back in motion. Pressure coming. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Strong safety blitzes can sometimes be hard to see coming from a quarterback standpoint because we're used to seeing the strong safeties insert themselves into the box, but you don't oftentimes see them blitz like that. That can be tricky to watch.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the first down. The Chippewas will punt this one away. Nestles it in at the 35. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Hand off from the shotgun. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He might want another play. Scanning the field, it's Nolan. Under fire. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the fourth quarter. That's it for this period, and it's Virginia Tech on top. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. So first down, we'll open up the final period. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, 1st and goal. With jet sweep pass. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
A nice job by the defense with the edges. They try the touch pass on 1st and goal. Nice job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the good tackle, forcing 2nd down and goal.
Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. And it's picked off for the third time today. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game.
Got room on the return. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground. He's got it again. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And the Hokies will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air. It's Nolan. Quickly complete. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. He'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And that lead grows even bigger. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They go to the draw. There he goes. He's at the 40. The 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Central Michigan.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had answer for that stud.
And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And his throw is incomplete.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Gets the back moving. They want that clock to run. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season. Also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Loved working with you guys.
Touchdown, Virginia Tech! And the beatdown has ensued.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They have got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Chippewas getting set on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Grab over the middle. It's Johnson. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
No gain on the play.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete right to the right. Almost had a lot more room there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 36.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. And back to the air on 2nd down. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting.
A shot toward the end zone. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here, because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Going for it all. Touchdown, Chippewas. Made the grab in the end zone for the score. Here comes the 2-point try.
On these critical 4th downs, as a quarterback, you've got to find your best matchup, and they didn't just get the 1st down. He had his guy one-on-one. He took a shot, and it pays off for a huge score.
Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together